morning.
Good morning.
What is the Green Prize Festival?
Antonio, the Green Prize Festival is an Earth Day event that has taken place now for the past, this is our third year. And at this event, we recognize leaders in sustainability and environmental health throughout the city of Long Beach. We felt it was important, because of all the effort that is going on in the city, to recognize and highlight these individuals. And we plan these events in communities where typically they don't see these types of gatherings. So we've been, for example, last year at Cesar Chavez Park. This year we're over at Admiral Kidd Park in West Long Beach. And it gives us an opportunity to take all this subject matter expertise to the communities that, again, don't see this and don't get to hear these individuals speak about sustainability and environmental health.
Give us a little bit more history. I mean, it's like, how did it all kind of get started, sparked? Would you just come up one day and said, we need to do this?
Well, actually, it was kind of by accident, or just kind of trial and error. So we had an event called the Green Prix Festival over on Pine. That was back in 2013. And so we had this idea. It was actually myself, Mike Wiley, Michelle Molina, who else was involved? A couple of other community members. And at first our focus was on green art. So we were going to have an art exhibit and have green artists, individuals that were using recycled, upcycled materials. And then we thought, this might be a great opportunity to bring in our urban farmers so that people know that there's a whole fresh food, organic farming effort taking place here in Long Beach. So that was 2013, and there were a lot of people that saw a farmer's market in this neighborhood and maybe one over here, but we were able to bring all of these folks together. So the farmers, the artists, and then some environmental health organizations and environmental justice organizations to that event. And from there, we started to think about how we recognize people. And so that's how the Green Prize Festival came about, because we wanted people to know about all of these individuals.
Give us a little more details about, what happens, how, because I saw that there's entertainment, there's a lot of activities going on. Give us some details on that.
Sure. So at the festival, we have various components that we have added throughout the years. So we started by highlighting our urban farmers and our green artists and our green transportation individuals that, we're working hard around that. So you'll see at the festival these individuals tabling and doing little workshops and just little education pieces. And then we started adding a speaker series. And so, again, you have subject matter experts that come in and talk about their particular area of expertise. We wanted to make it fun. So our event director, Barbie Summers, happens to have a huge following, huge background in entertainment, and so she started to put the band lineup together for us. So that's a huge draw, right? We have local bands and bands that the community follows here, and so that was a huge seller for us. Then we added a beer garden, of course. Have a little, a nice little cocktail on the side there, and then we had the roller skating people and the electric cars. We did test drives of electric vehicles last year. We had LB Transit with an electric bus. So all of these components started being added to the festival because people started to understand what we were trying to do. And bottom line, it's about educating our community about being more sustainable, creating a greener city.
I have to ask you about food, because that's important, both in terms of just not only what people obviously are going to eat there, but because you did mention about farms and sustainability. So talk first about the food that's going to be there, and then talk about food as a sustainability issue at the festival.
Yeah. Absolutely. So again, throughout the years, more and more people are hearing about the festival, and so we have various food trucks that want to be involved. And these food trucks are typically organizations that offer vegetarian type of choices. We have folks like Primal Alchemy, I'm trying to think, the Lady Farmer, Steamed, a couple of other restaurants here locally that focus on vegetarian, locally sourced food, which is fantastic because, again, we're introducing communities to these restaurants and to cooking, with healthier type of products, right? And so for us, it gives us that opportunity to address food deserts, like West Long Beach. If you go right down the street from where we're having the festival this year, there are 4 fast food restaurants right there at each corner. Right? There is no healthy food, and so we're able to bring the farmers to the festival. We're able to bring these food trucks that are, offering more healthier choices, and that's something that we wanted to do to address, just having more organic, locally grown food, because that's one of the topics in environmental health and sustainability that we want to educate people about.
If someone wants to volunteer or an organization wants to get involved, can they, and what should they do if they can?
Absolutely. We would love to have volunteers from the various organizations. Last year, we had a contingency from, for example, Molina Healthcare. They had about 30, 40 volunteers there. And the community is really good about stepping up to help us. Because to be honest, we need about 60 or 70 volunteers throughout the day. So if anyone's interested, they can go to our Facebook page and learn more about how to get involved, how to be a volunteer, how to become a vendor. I think we're pretty much filled up with the speakers for our speaker series, but they can still volunteer. We are getting offers from some of the high schools, like Cabrillo High is going to be involved. We've got some other individuals, our volunteer coordinator that's doing some outreach right now. So to your question, I say just go to the Facebook page and you're going to find all the information that you need, all the email addresses where you can reach out to us and let us know that you want to get involved. And the neat thing about this, Antonio, is now I have a crew of about a dozen individuals that are part of the planning committee, and they are involved each year now because they see what a success the festivals have been, and that the goals that we're trying to achieve at each festival, and it's happening. So more and more people are coming to the table, which is fantastic. That's
great. So give us details in terms of who, what, when. I mean, just the dates and the website and all that.
Okay. So the festival is taking place on April 30th, 2016 at Admiral Kidd Park on Santa Fe Avenue, just off of PCH, or north of PCH. We will start from 11 to 7, so 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's a full day of activities, full day of workshops, of entertainment, bands. The beer garden's going to be up and running from 12 to 6. We have home brewers that are going to be involved, a lot of craft beers that people will be able to taste, and then probably about 60 vendors and entrepreneurs and nonprofit organizations that will be there tabling, sharing their information with the community. Let's see, what else?
If they want more information, what can folks do?
Yes. So if they want information, they can go either to the Facebook page, Green Prix Festival, or they can go to the website at www.greenprizfestival.com.
And any phone numbers or emails that you can send out to people?
Green Prize Festival Vendors at gmail.com. They can find a lot of information there.
Okay. I guess my last question is, who do you want to come to the festival?
Good question. Well, of course, we want West Long Beach residents because we move the festival, as I said, we move the festival each year to an area where we might typically not see this type of a festival, right? So first and foremost, West Long Beach residents, the West Long Beach schools in the area, but we want all of the folks that came over the past 2 years and to the first Green Prix Festival. We want them to come back to support the festival, but to show the rest of the community that there's a movement taking place here, and that we're all part of this effort. We want to see a more sustainable Long Beach. There's a lot of people doing really good work. We want to celebrate those individuals at the festival, and we want everybody to have a good time and to learn in the process.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Antonio.